Welcome to our special update on global catastrophes, another tragedy in the skies of the United States. An ambulance jet crashed in the heart of Philadelphia, causing a devastating explosion and fires that engulfed several homes. The images are dramatic. Rescuers are still working and the community is in shock. Let's retrace together the latest developments of this air disaster. It was an emergency flight, a private medical company ambulance jet carrying a patient in critical condition. The plane, a Learjet 35, had taken off from an airport in Virginia and was headed to Philadelphia, but something went wrong in the final minutes of the approach to the runway. Around 7:30, witnesses reported hearing a deafening bang and then seeing a ball of fire light up the sky. The aircraft crashed into a residential neighborhood of the city, hitting several homes and causing a violent fire that spread rapidly. Firefighters rushed to the scene to put out the flames, while police evacuated residents in the area. At the moment, the provisional toll of the tragedy is at least 7 victims, all 6 Mexican people on board, including a little girl who had just been treated in the United States and her mother, as well as 1 person on the ground. There are also 19 injured, some in serious condition, but the number could rise. The accident occurred in a commercial and residential area during rush hour on Friday, and the toll could have been even more tragic. Rescue teams are still searching for any missing people in the rubble, while investigators from the Civil Aviation and the National Transportation Safety Board are already working to understand what caused the disaster. The testimonies collected are shocking. A resident said, "I heard a very loud noise as if an explosion had torn the sky. Then I saw the flames and I understood that something terrible had happened." Meanwhile, the Philadelphia community is rallying around the families of the victims and the injured, while rescuers continue to dig through the charred remains of homes. Initial hypotheses speak of a sudden technical failure. According to radar data and radio communication recordings, the pilot had reported engine problems a few minutes before the crash. "Mayday, mayday, we are losing power," were reportedly the last words transmitted from the cockpit. Experts are analyzing the wreckage of the aircraft and the black box to understand whether it was a mechanical failure or human error. The possibility of adverse weather conditions making the landing difficult cannot be ruled out. The White House expressed condolences for the victims, and the President of the United States said, "Our prayers are with the families affected by this immense tragedy. We will do everything possible to ensure that full light is shed on the causes of the accident." The governor of Pennsylvania also commented on the incident, praising the work of rescue workers and promising support to people who lost their homes in the disaster. The tragedy in Philadelphia raises further questions about the safety of medical flights and the measures needed to prevent incidents of this magnitude. While the investigation continues and the city tries to recover from this hard blow, there remains the pain for the lives lost and the hope that such a tragedy must not happen again. We will keep you updated on any developments. Continue to follow us to stay informed about the most important news from around the world. Thanks for following us and see you soon with new updates.